up, Sullivan man? How you doing, baby? I see you, Sullivan man, over there with your 1,000 viewers. I gotta be the same way. Split. I gotta be the same way. Hey, Sass, what's good? All y'all coming through. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm loving this. I miss all y'all. So this is a good time for y'all. Okay, that's what y'all telling me. This right here, a good time for y'all. I'm cool with it. All right, what's up, YouTube? I'm gonna make sure that I talk to both of you guys at the same time. What's gully, YouTube? How y'all feeling? We are here. We are live up in ATL. Today we have class. Thank you so much for sharing the live. Miss Sass. Today we have class for all of you guys, and we are going to be diving in a little bit. But before we dive in, I want you guys on YouTube leave your comments. Please make sure you leave your comments. Let YouTube know that this is a place where y'all can engage and learn. And then TikTok, y'all already know, y'all my peoples. Y'all doing all the things. Y'all liking the live. Y'all giving me daily heartbeats. Y'all giving me gifts, whatever you can. But y'all do it every time, so I'm not even impressed, right? Um, I have some wonderful news to share with you guys coming next month. I'm good, thanks. I'm about to go to bed, unfortunately. No worries, Shan. Have a wonderful night, baby. Get some rest, okay? I have some wonderful news to share with you guys. I have been in the back burner. I've been doing some things. No problem, baby. I've been doing some things. I've been learning some things, and I've been sharing some things. And thank you guys so much for sharing the live as well. Yeah, TikTok is starting to gear up. 45 minutes, I tell you, 45 minutes. But I've been doing some things, I've been sharing some things, and I wanted to share with you guys that I am a part of a virtual healing summit, which is like a healing seminar. I'm one of the featured practitioners, so that is very exciting for me. It's called the Heal Summit. If you follow us on if you are part of our newsletter, you'll be able to get access to the Hill Summit. Now, y'all know TikTok be TikToking, and YouTube, we still working over here. But if you guys would like to be a part of the Hill Summit and learn more about what I do, and see me in action when I'm actually talking to somebody in a more professional way ish, because I'm still gonna be myself regardless of the fact. I would love for you guys to make sure you join in on our newsletter. It is click on the link in our bio on YouTube. Just click the link below in the description, and you guys can check out the what's going on. Get connected, stay connected with us, because my plan is to do more things with what we have. And thank you so much for sharing the live. More things with what we have and with the people we are connected to. I got so many things I'm in the back burner doing. I'm humping in order to get everything ready before October, when everybody is sitting at home trying to find something else to do. Y'all can start watching our videos here on YouTube and on TikTok. How about that? So I'm trying to make sure that you guys have plenty of content to look at, so you can learn from me and you guys can um, go in deeper, and get set up, right, for your best life to come, right? We are now officially in the second half of the year, period. It is my hope that within the second half, before the new year of 2026 comes into place, that all of us are in a better headspace. That's what I'm here for. So for YouTube, y'all missed it. On the 21st of June, you guys can find us located at Gammon Road out here in Las Vegas, not in Las Vegas anymore. Out here in Atlanta, 9 Gammon Road, where there's going to be a Juneteenth festival, and that we are a part of. I will be teaching for 15 minutes, and then I will be doing a live scan like I normally do. You guys get the free gift that I give everybody who comes. They'll get a free gift. It's a skill, so don't expect like a real package or anything, but it's a skill that you can use for the rest of your life. And also, I will be doing live scans for everybody to participate in. And I might make room for one session. I don't know, but The live scans you'll have to pay for like you would here on TikTok. The live scans will be the same price, nothing more, nothing less. Where I see your ancestors on the other side. And if you decide on getting a one-on-one session, you can do so. So that's the spiel. That's what's going on with us over here at Black Cherokee One Tribe. And today we're going to dive into our learning class. We're going to learn today about not being your father. Now, this one, although I am a woman, um, I don't think that it negates the fact of the things and the pressures that we all go through as human beings. This topic is specifically for the idea of not being your father, and that level of understanding can be. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bertie's awake. Hey, Boo, how are you? That idea can actually stem for both men and women, so they are not like their father in any way. How are you, baby? You doing good? All right. And so our topic, what we're going to talk about, as I said before, is um, we did provide her last week. Last week's class will be available tomorrow. And we were talking about last week, we were talking about, because I just passed it, provider first, person second, and deprogramming self neglect. A lot of times, especially women and men, we all get to a point where we put other people's first and we forget about ourselves. And that comes from the beliefs that your father may have given you. So, and I want to dive in how father wounds affects our money and all that. So those will be additional posts. Thank you, Bill. Welcome to Davey. Those will be additional posts that I'll be posting this week. But today we are going to talk about breaking the cycle. I am not my father. For those people in this class, in this class is designed to help men and women, those who are affected by father wounds, release subconscious fears that they will become the very man who wounded them. Or the women may find a man in any capacity, be it a friendship, relationship, platonic, or not, where they'll find um, a person that will be a reflection of their father. The course objective is to help participants recognize and heal inherited beliefs. I will end up just like my father is the idea. And through belief clearing, reflective practice, and new conscious practicing parenting tools, this course empowers attendees or you guys to reclaim your identity and to create a new family legacy. This class is going to be an hour, whatever. So the first thing that I want to offer to you guys, this is your free suggestions, your recommended suggestions. Because Black Cherokee One Tribe is an aromatherapy company, we specialize in providing you with aromatherapy. And the reason why we do that is because Black Cherokee One Tribe understands that. Thank you so much for sharing to 10 friends. Let's go. Thank you. Black Cherokee specializes in um, aromatherapy because your memory is tied to your sense of smell. And the whole goal for us is to help unlock those memories in a positive way, or even in the way that they are, because it's neither negative or positive, to unlock those memories. And in order for you to release those memories if they are not beneficial to you in any way, shape, or form. So that is the purpose of us having Black Cherokee One Tribe as the aromatherapy brand, but we are also your spiritual hub where we have a full community. So again, check out the newsletter, sign up for the newsletter. Hey, Kai. Sign up for the sign up for the newsletter and get more information about what we got going on here at Black Cherokee One Tribe. Now, because we are an aromatherapy company, aromatherapy brand, I have essential oil recommendations. The recommendations to help you in this space when it comes down to breaking the cycle of becoming your father. The recommendations or the recommended essential oils are frankincense, and the frankincense is for spiritual clarity and emotional grounding. Liang Liang, that one is to open up your heart and to release the trauma that is stored in your body. And then Black Spruce, it is a masculine balance for ancestral release. So I'll repeat those three again. Frankincense for the spiritual clarity and emotional grounding. Liang Liang to open the heart and release trauma stored in your body. And then Black Spruce, a masculine balance and ancestral belief. So there's your little tip for today. Now, I want you guys to feel free to engage with me because I hate just teaching and I don't see nothing. Y'all who are on TikTok, y'all already know. Y'all be all up in the comments, so I'm ready. And I love it. YouTube, put it in the comments, even if you're watching this on the pre-recorded part, put it in the comments. We're here for it, okay? The question that I have that I want you guys to think about, and this is for men and women alike, is what did I fear? What did I fear becoming in my father? What I wrote that wrong. What did I fear becoming? What was I trying to say? Hold on. What did I fear becoming in my father? What did I fear? I don't know. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta figure this out. What did I fear becoming in my father? What was I trying to say? Welcome in, YouTuber. What did I fear when my father was around? What was your number one fear about your father? Even if he was present, if he wasn't around, what was the number one fear? Sometimes, if you have a father that's been around, like for me, depending on like the stance, my father was a military man. So when my dad came home, I was always happy when I was a little girl. But as I grew up, I became a little bit fearful because my dad had PTSD. Okay. And because my father had PTSD, I wasn't sure what kind of dad I was going to have from one day to the next. What was one of your fears that you had when your father was around? I think that's what I was trying to say. Put it in the comments. This is all open space. Even if your father wasn't around, I mean, you could have a fear of even seeing your father and he didn't want you, or he might have ran away from you, or something. What was those fears? Because even the absentee father, no matter how they were absent, we still have the repercussions of those issues as well. And for you guys who are watching this over, put in the comments. This is fully engaging, I promise. And I know TikTok as well. Okay, y'all just put it in the comments. We'll get back to it later. I think just giving y'all 5 seconds. I'm like, okay, 5 seconds, cool. All right, and the next question is, where do I see pieces of him in me, emotionally, verbally, or through absence? Where do you see pieces of your father in you, emotionally, verbally, or through absence? For me, emotionally, because again, my dad, hey Harriet, again, because my dad was in the military. My father was always absent. And as a child, you don't know any better. Your dad comes and goes, right? So my father would come and go. And in my mind as a child, my dad was always gone, except for 6 months out of the year. And then he would come back and I would have fun. But what ended up happening as a reflection of that or an output of that, what I realized for me is that my dad, the pattern that I took from my father was that I have always been emotionally unattached. Like I can stand my own. I can stand on my own. I can stand my ground, right? Without my father being around. And that was a recent post that I made this morning about being hyper independent. We end up being hyper independent because our fathers weren't around. in some way, shape, or form. So emotionally for me, I became emotionally distant. Verbally, I am, or I have been a people pleaser. That was an issue that I had. Um, and I see that now that my father does everything he can to make everybody around him happy, in spite of his own well being. And I'm starting to see that as I am as an adult. And then through his absence, again, like I said, I'm hyper independent, hyper, hyper independent, because my father wasn't around, and I don't like authority. I don't like authority. I don't like authority. And because I don't like authority, that is a reflection of my father not being here or being present. All right. And I want you guys to consider this. I want you guys to consider, well, first of all, what were some of the things that I was talking and y'all left me? That's okay. What were some of the things that you saw, or some of the pieces of your father that you saw in yourself? Feel free to put them down in the comments on both sides, on TikTok and on YouTube. Hey, Miss Avis, how are you? And now, what I want you guys to do is I want you to set the intention. I want you to consider understanding that where you came from is exactly where you needed to be and where you're supposed to go. How are you, my love? I'm good. I want the attention, I want your intentions to be I honor where I come from, but I choose who I become. Meaning that no matter what the feelings are that you have faced from your father, at the end of the day, you have a choice, and your choice is not to be the same way as your dad or the repetitive cycle of your father as a man or a woman. You don't have to deal with that cycle. The wound of inheritance. The common beliefs are the wound from inheritance. A lot of times, the beliefs that we face from our fathers, be it they're present or not, and primarily, again, this is kind of like universal for both men and women, but we are going to kind of hone in on the men as well, is that I'll never be enough, just like my father said. Some people deal with that, especially another son, right? The male child. Hey, Felicia, I'll be absent because I wasn't shown presence. And sometimes that is a fear that many of us have. Like even now, I know for me, because my dad was in the military and he was back and forth all the time, I question whether or not the reason why I'm not married and I don't have, you know, the relationship that I desire, I think. I don't know. I'm still questioning all that. But the relationship that I desire is because the person, my father, because he was in the military, displayed constant gone in and leaving, coming and going constantly. And it was because of his job. But as a child, I didn't understand that. I just knew that my dad would come and go, right? Some people's story is a little bit different when it comes down to that, being absent forever, right? Like in the situation with my son, his person is absent forever. I don't know if he's coming back, right? Or if he wants to come back. I know he don't want to come back, right? So now my son is I'm gonna have to gauge my son on how to be with men or be a man that's not like his person or his co-creator. Um, Another common belief is anger is the only emotion I understand. A lot of times we choose to be in this point. Hey, the chocolate O. A lot of times we choose to be in this point where our fathers, we end up being angry all the time because our dads have never been around, or our dads were around and they were always displaying anger in some way, shape, or form. Or it's a number of things that could have happened in order for you to come out to be this really angry person on the inside. A lot of time we can mask our anger, and that's no good to nobody, honestly. My kids will hurt because I'm broken. That's my fear. My constant idea is because I'm broken, I'm hurting my son, and he's destined to live a certain life, and that's one of the I think that's one of the fears of being a single mom in some way, shape, or form. Where I see the displays that was put in front of me, and I question whether or not you know did I create this, or is this part of the learned behavior that I had. The mental health impacts of these beliefs are as follow: imposter syndrome in parenting, emotional withdrawal or rage. And I know, honestly, I can deal with that. I deal with that too. Anxiety about fatherhood and relationships. And my anxiety as a woman, as a daughter, is not about fatherhood, but it's about getting a father for my son, and relationships and the stabilities of relationships and commitment. And repeating cycles of emotional abandonment or control. And that is also my fear as well, as a daughter. As a man, I'm not a man, I couldn't tell you, but I know that the feelings are the same. They might be displayed differently. Hey, Dina. They might be displayed differently. But the idea is repeating the cycles of emotional abandonment. Hey, emotional abandonment or control. Now, what I want you guys to do is put in the comments, if you can, what part of your father's shadow do you carry as your identity? What part of your father's shadow do you carry as your identity? What have you declared that is a part of your life now? Right? Me was me becoming very firm and very structured because, again, my dad was in the military. My overall goal was to join the military too. I had a pew pew, and I was the battalion commander of my platoon when I was in JROTC, which gave me a headway to be the leader within my platoon and to also put me in a position where I would make a lot more money if I decided on going into the military. So that is one of the identities that I carried from my father, was structure. Structure. That's what I had. What is yours? We both are queer. Good. But he had so much shame around it and lost community in church. Oh, thank you for so much for sharing. I'm sorry to hear that. But I can also understand, like, during the time that he was in as well, right? Being open about who you are as a person, and what your desires are and what you like. Happy Pride, baby. Happy Pride. Being yourself in his fullness, and the community that is supposed to love you, who has vowed to love you, can discard you like it's nothing. I can understand that. Do you feel, Auntie Feminist Killjoy, do you feel like the movements is because of that? Your movements? Not the shame, but the father, what's that? 'Cause I remember what happened to your father. Um, what am I trying to say? The father displacement. Because your father felt like he was not really, but it is possible. Okay. I just, that would be definitely a correlation. It doesn't have to be, it's your story, you write it. You know what I'm saying? Like, But the fact of not feeling involved into a community or having a community that you can lean on is definitely a trait that is shared between the two of you guys, from what I can see. But you have a unique community. Your community comes when you need them, which is dope. Um, my next statement is, where am I afraid of becoming him? Hey Zeddy, where am I afraid of becoming him? For me, it would be, I'm afraid that I would obtain a person who was like my father when I was growing up. I love my dad dearly. That's my boy. That's my dad, and I will always love him, no matter what. But my biggest fear is finding someone who treated me or who will treat me like my dad treated me, which wasn't the best when I was growing up. It wasn't the best at all, right? Um, and my biggest fear is finding someone who would treat me the same way as my dad. And the crazy thing is that as life continued on, I actually ended up being with those men who treated me like my dad treated me when I was younger, in all ways, shape, or form. And I actually had the conversation with my father about that when I was younger, right? And I was like, Dad, most of the men that I'm with are reflections of you. And that's not a good thing at all. The example that you set for me was bad, very bad. And so now I have to deal with it. I have to deal with it right now, right? So me and my dad, we've always had these conversations. I've always been very candid with him. Because I'm his daughter. I'm his daughter, I can say that. But I've always been very candid with him. And for the first time, there's a person that is not, you know, I met several people who are not like my father. But most of the people that I involved myself with in the past were true reflections of my dad in every way, right? From a man's point of view, what are some of the things that you see within yourself that you are afraid of when it comes down to you becoming your father? This is for everybody, right? Put it in the comments. Next one is, what evidence proves that I'm already parent differently? What evidence proves that I already parent differently? For me, because you guys, I gotta share with me, but y'all put it in the comments. The evidence that proves that I already parent differently is the fact that I give my son a chance to express himself and his feelings. And in this moment, my dad cannot stand it. He's like, oh my God. And he's literally pulling out his hair. He's like, back in my day, this little boy would have got popped for doing this and popped for doing that and popped. I don't have to explain nothing to him. He gonna get popped while I'm over here trying to literally encourage my son to express his feeling, to talk about how he feels, and then we have a conversation about it. And he's only 4 years old. And he's driving my daddy insane. He's like, I would have just did this and I would have just did that. And now he's like, I'm just gonna bite my tongue. But it's driving him insane. So that's definitely the evidence that proves that I'm already parenting differently. Like, my son doesn't have to walk on eggshells when he comes into the room with me. He feels free enough to ask me for anything and everything and to share everything with me. And granted, I am a woman, I'm also kind of playing a double role in a sense. So what do y'all think? Do you guys see any difference between you and your parenting skills? I love it. All right, now, hey, Solar Man. All right, so now we're halfway through the session, which is really good. Um, but make sure you guys put it in the comments, those three questions. When it comes down to your personal reflection, I want you guys to really truly think about what part of your father's shadows do you carry as your identity? Where are you afraid of becoming him? Um, and the last one is what evidence provides or proves, what evidence proves that you already parent differently? So those are the three things that I want you guys to consider. I have a thought, I'll inbox you. Okay, no worries. What evidence provide or what evidence proves that you already parent differently? And I just gave you guys my example. So feel free to put it in the comments. I'm gonna wait for like a moment, um, just to hear you guys' thoughts because it's not all about me. The goal is to kind of help empower you guys to move forward in order for you guys to live your life and have it more abundantly. That's what we do over here. Oh, I'm doing good. And the next part that we're going to work on is the demo of a one-on-one session with me, what it would look like. So this is usually the fun part. And for all of those who are checking this video out on the replay, have fun. I have 4 statements that I want you guys to try, and I want to see if you guys actually believe them. So as we move forward to the next phase, so you guys can know what it would look like to have a one-on-one session. The first thing I want you guys to do is drink some water. Make sure you have some water around you. I realized I was dehydrated, but make sure you have some water, drink some water. And once you have your water, put a 1 in the comments for me. And for everybody else, welcome in. There's one person over there. Thank you, Auntie, for filling the schedule. Appreciate you. All right. Now what we're gonna do is what I normally do. For those who have seen this before, I hope you guys enjoy it. They are different belief systems each and every time. We're just gonna check the clarity. I've had about a gallon of water today. That's good. We just need you to get some food. All right, so what I want you guys to do, this is a Jedi mind trick. It's a free gift to tell you thank you so much for hanging out with me thus far. You would normally get this free gift after you watch the webinar. So each and every time that I'm on here and I'm teaching, I like to share my free gift with you. And we like to play a little game, but I call it a Jedi mind trick. And what it is muscle testing. There are several ways that you can achieve muscle testing to get the outcome that you're looking for. This one is the most efficient one when it comes down to doing things virtually. But there are several other ways to get here to find out what's going on with your higher self. If you are in the Atlanta area, I want to make sure I offer the extension to my class to meet me in person in Atlanta on the 21st. We're going to be celebrating Juneteenth at 9 Gammon Road or 9 Gammon Avenue, right behind Clark. What is it, Clark? It's a high school, Carver, right behind Carver High School. It will be from 3 to 7, and me and Dr. Berry, we're gonna have a tent and a table and a whole nine. Y'all can meet both of us. And during that time, I'll have 15-minute classes at the top of each hour, and then we'll do the special Jedi mind trick as your free gift, and then we'll have mini sessions. So if you want me to see your ancestors, you can come join me and I would love to connect with you and see your ancestors. And we might be able to get a one-on-one session in there or something. I don't know, but it's from 3 to 7, and I hope you guys get the chance to hang out with me at the Juneteenth celebration at the Project South Mutual Aid. So that is going to be fun. In addition to that, we also have the Heal Summit. Heal Summit is an affiliation that I have just got a part of, which is really cool, where there is a full summit that's going around to share with others about 25 holistic healers that you can meet and get an idea of what they have to offer. So I will be posting that in our newsletter very soon. So be on the lookout for that too. Your free gift. What's up, Mr. Radio? How are you today? Your free gift today is this muscle testing. Mr. Radio, you may want to do this if you got time. Um, your free muscle test gift. Feet flat on the ground. Hey! Put your feet flat on the ground, and I want you guys to try to close your fingers, hold them up like the peace sign to the side. Hold them firmly, and then try to close them. If you find it hard to keep your fingers up or firm with a resistance, the problem that you may be having is that you are dehydrated. So you're gonna have to get some water. So go get some water if you haven't done so. For those who have, this should be your sign. This is what it looks like. It should be very firm, very, 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 very firm. Whew, excuse me, I haven't had my nap today. Very firm. Okay, now I'm gonna have you guys make some statements for me. And if you find that your fingers are still closing, put a little salt on your tongue, and it'll trick your brain to think that you are hydrated after you drink some water. You only have to do that once. That's it, that's all. All right, now the first statement, coconut water. Yes, coconut water. But some people ain't got no coconut water next to them. But if you do, if you have coconut water or mangoes are also a good one too. Um, you can do that too. But for time's sake, a little piece of salt it's cheap. It is. For now, coconut, you know how much coconut oil is? Coconut oil used to be $1 and some change. Now that took us is $5. What is going on? Anyway, get your piece of a little piece of salt if you can stand it. Just a little piece. Lick your finger, drag it in some salt, stick it on the top of your tongue, drink some water. That's it. That's all. That's all you got to do. You don't have to do that many times, just once. All right. And that tricks your brain, tricks your psyche to think that you are hydrated in this instance. All right. Now that you have your hands down, your feet flat, your fingers in the peace sign, turn to the side very firmly. You try to close them, right? When you try to close them, they should be firm enough where you cannot close them. Don't break your fingers. We're not trying to hurt you. Okay? That's not the plan. All right. The first thing I want you guys to do is to state your name. So I want you to say my name is, and then say your name. After you say your name, try to close your fingers, and they should not close. If your fingers close, put a 1 in the comment. Thank you for the team. If your fingers close, put a 1 in the comments. If they do not, put a 2. And if you need to say it again, just say repeat. I need you. All right, I'm assuming y'all got that done. All right, now the next thing I want you guys to do is to think about the food that you do not. I'm laying down, so I'm just no worries, no worries. We just keep moving forward. And I know for some people it's kind of late, so this is primarily for the people who are going to be watching the recording because I already know. The next thing I want you to do is to think of a food that you do not like. Thank you so much for the likes. The foods that you do not like to eat. What is it that you do not like to eat? Put it in the comments. What is it that you don't like to eat? What is it that you do not like to eat? Put that in the comments for me. I just say it and then we just gonna keep moving forward. All right, what I don't like to eat is what is it I don't like to eat? Oh, I don't like chickpeas. I don't like chickpeas. I don't like the texture. I don't like none of it. It's just ugh, I don't like it. So, what I want you guys to say is put your feet flat on the ground, put your fingers up like you did before, and then I want you guys to make the statement I love the food that you do not like. All right? I want you to say I love the food that you do not like. So, mine is chickpeas, so it'll look like this I love chickpeas. And no matter what you do, what should happen is your fingers close. No matter how firm you try to hold them on, hold tight to them, they should just close. Okay? If that worked for you, go ahead and put it two in the comments. If it didn't work for you, let me know. Even if you are watching this on another recording, on the recording part, that's cool. Put it in the comments. Engagement is everything. But I will definitely assist if you do have the two in the comments. I got you. I got you. All right. And now, the first statement that I want you guys to say is it is safe for me to parent from love, not fear. It is safe for me to parent, sorry, it is safe for me to parent from love, not fear. Hey, Juana, it is safe for me to parent from love, not fear. Okay, I want you to try to close your fingers. Oh, that was scary. I was about to show my cards. It is safe for me to parent from love and not fear. Okay, so I feel like it's safe for me to parent from love and not a fear space. That was scary. I almost showed my colors. All right. Now, what I want you guys to say is, in the comments, what did you get? Did you get a true, a false? Did you get, I meant to tell you guys, my bad. So open fingers, if they stay open, that is your truth. If your fingers closed, that means that is your false. That means you do not believe the statement you are saying. This is, again, a demo of what it would look like to have a one-on-one session with me. Okay? All right. I want you to say the next statement. Hey, I am a Chu. The next statement that I want you to say is, I do not need to carry the emotional wounds of my father. I do not need to carry the emotional wounds of my father. Okay? And then try to close your fingers. I have been working on that. I have been working really hard on that. So, yay, me. I do not need to carry the emotional wounds of my father. Oh, very close. But as you guys can see, I'm borderline. But I have literally been intentionally working on that. What did you get? Put it in the comments. Let me know. All right. Whew. Next statement. I know how to raise children from a conscious presence. I know how to raise children from a conscious presence. Whew. Again, this is something that I physically have been working my hardest on. Okay. And let me know in the comments what you got. I promise you I'm reading all of them, so don't be scared. And then the last statement is I am enough just as I am. I am enough just as I am. I am enough just as I am. And as you guys can see, this is definitely something I've been working on because usually if I was really strong in my belief in that, that hand would definitely stay firm all the way up here. But, your girl working. She working through her issues. All right. And put in the comments what you got. Did you get a Did you get more than one? Did your fingers close on all, or did your fingers stay open? Let me know what you got in the comments. If you found that your fingers closed on one of them, at least one of the statements, I would recommend that you get a one-on-one session with me. But we'll talk about that later. Now, I want you to visualize your journey. I want you guys to envision yourselves meeting your younger self. Take a moment and close your eyes. Imagine yourself meeting your younger self. And your father as a child. And for all three, for your younger self, yourself, their father as a child. And for the three people, you, your younger self, and your father as a child. I want you to imagine your father, your younger self, and your current self all being loved, being shown loved, being heard, and rewritten with a new energy. And once you've seen that, put it in the comments how you feel. We all have the power to create the life that we desire. That is our right as a human being. It is our free will. And in spite of the things that we have gone through in our past, it doesn't really matter. And honestly, it doesn't matter at all because we have the power of choice. We have the power to choose what we want. We have the power to rewrite the narrative that we have been given. And what I want you guys to do this time this is called the conscious legacy creation. I want you guys to rebuild your inner identity through your conscious mind. The conscious father archetype. I want you guys, or the conscious adult. I want you guys to consider the traits: being vulnerable, being emotionally aware, being protected, being protective without being controlling, and having consent. Sorry, and having persistence. My bad. The action I would like you guys to take is one new pattern that you will commit to in your parenting and relationships. What is one new pattern that you can commit to in your parenting relationships or relationships? What are they? Put that in the comments. Now, going forward, if you want to hold yourself accountable to that, hey LT, going forward, if you want to hold yourself accountable to that, what you can consider doing is having an emotional vocabulary chart, a repair, a repair instead of repeat statement. How are you, boo? A repair instead of repeat statement saying, I apologize as a strength, and your presence over perfection checklist. So as I said before, my father, military man, perfection was the thing that was constantly going in our lives. And now as a civilian family, I have to remember that perfection isn't everything. So I have to make sure that I am present versus being in a position where I am perfect. So I want you guys to have a presence over perfection checklist, where you would write down your presence versus what your father would show as a form of perfection, because there's no perfection here. The affirmations that I would love for you guys to consider in closing this class is that my story does not have to become my legacy, meaning that the life that you had in your past does not have to continue to be the life that you choose to allow to happen in the time frame that we are here on this earth. You do have a choice. I want you to state, as far as an affirmation, I want you to consider stating, I am not my father, I am my healing. Because you, again, have a choice to choose if you want to continue those same belief systems and those same cycles over and over again. And then the last one, I protect my children by healing myself. I don't want you to feel like you're guarded. I don't want you to feel like you are in the wrong, because of the life that you had before your children. And again, I want you to feel empowered knowing that you have a choice. You can choose to be the protection for your children and the protection for yourself, because you are working on the inner healing of self. And by healing yourself, you are creating yourself, and you are creating a more healthy environment, a more cultivating environment, and a new blueprint for your children to follow after, and for you to follow after and to maintain. Now, if you guys found all of this to be very fun and entertaining, I want you guys to consider to book a one-on-one session with me. Work through your inherited traumas. This is what I do. This is what I help you with. I help you work through your inherited traumas and to translate your childhood wounds into emotional freedom, and also the blueprint of conscious parenting. So I might start a parenting thing. I don't know, because I'm still learning. But as far as from a teacher's perspective, I know that I can give tools and kits and all that stuff to kind of help with some form of parenting in some way, shape, or form. So if you are interested in booking a session, my handles are in the link in our bio. Go ahead and click on that, and we can get you booked into a one-on-one session with me and make your life a lot easier when it's all said and done. So that's the end of class. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please make sure you sign up for our next class on Tuesday. For those who are on TikTok, y'all stay with me, rock with me, roll with me. And those who are on YouTube, thank you so much for participating and joining us here on YouTube. We'll be back next Tuesday. All right.